Welcome to the third episode in our series Career Guidance with Professor Ronald Pinto. In our first episode, we looked at career planning. What career should you plan for? And what line of study should you take? In our second episode, we went into the careers in medicine because there are more than one careers in medicine, not just becoming a doctor. You can become a pathologist, you can be a psychologist, you can be anything that you'd like to choose from the healthcare sector. But one of the most popular professions in India and possibly the world, because after all, if you know how to put two bricks together, you can build a house. If you can know how to turn the spanner and where to turn the spanner and how much, then you can build a car. So engineering is the profession to opt for. It pays you, it gives you prestige in society, and it can give you satisfaction in your life. But what are the challenges of an engineering career? How do you choose it? Why should you choose it? And what's the best way to go forward in an engineering career? These are the questions I'm going to put to Professor Ronald Pinto in this episode of Engineering as a Profession. Now, between medicine and engineering, Professor, which is better?
This question, almost every college PUC student asks me. At the end, after my talk, I am asking questions. Immediately they stand up. Sir, I want to become a doctor. I also want to become an engineer. Which is good? Or between the two, okay, which is good? Actually, comparing the two professions are completely odd. It's like asking between father and mother who is the best. Now, medical has got its own advantages and disadvantages. Same thing is about engineering. But medical takes many years, okay, to become a super specialized doctor, 11.5 years, or a specialized doctor, 8.5 years. Only MBBS in the villages, in the city area and all, people may not come. On the contrary, in the engineering, just a degree is enough. Even though you want to become CEO of Infosys, big company, or TCS, nobody asks MTech or PhD degrees, just a degrees. Moreover, if you see salaries of the people who are studying in IITs, NITs and all, sometimes beginning salary is 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs rupees, and foreign companies come to the campus and hire the people. So the engineering has become very, very popular because number of years are, study years are less. Then colleges are so many. We have nearly 200 colleges in Karnataka and more than 1 lakh seats. Whereas medical, just 1 lakh seats all over the India. Whereas Karnataka, we have engineering, lakhs of seats are there. And availability. So availability is there. And getting a seat, so far this year, because of the pandemic, that is COVID pandemic, PUC marks are not considered. Otherwise, 50% PUC mark, 50% CET marks for the seats, that is government seats, and Comet K for the private seat, 50% and PUC mark. Since our Mangaluru people, Dakshin Kannada, Udupi people are very good in writing PUC exam because they are toppers, because they are very good performance, many of us are getting very good rank in CET. But this year now it is going to be only the CET and PUC marks are not considered. Now because of this, large number availability, engineering has become very, very popular. So medical is meant for those who are really interested to become doctors, and engineering aptitude is there actually, of course, because you should be good in mathematics and physics. Almost everything. My both daughters are engineers today, not doctors, even though my wife studied in medical college. They say that physics, maths is a must for engineers. At the same time, you should be smart, active and dynamic. If you are for a doctor, you can be I am alone, patient may come. But an engineer, today you are an engineer, tomorrow you are becoming team leader, and you are becoming executive, you are rise, and under you there may be thousands of people. For example, you take TCS company or Infosys or Bajaj Auto and all, or the Tata Motors. Under the top person, there are so many people. You should be able to manage every one of them. You require human relations skills. Now, Brian has done his MSW in HR. But here, an engineer needs a basic inherent human relations skill. So along with your aptitude for physics, maths, machines, calculations and all, you should be smart, active, dynamic. Then you can become a which one? Engineer. So between the two, medicine and engineer, it is left to you. I told you difference is money and number of years.
You have covered what an engineering aspirant should be like to actually pursue a profession in engineering. But there are so many branches of engineering. Now, for instance, there is software engineering, there is mechanical engineering. Is there anything specific that a student should have before he chooses a branch of engineering?
Yeah, definitely. Because during my time, about 40, 50 years ago, there were only 3 branches: mechanical, electrical, civil, chemical. Whereas today you will find, now on the slide we are showing later, I have put here nearly 100 different types of courses like robotics, aeronautical, marine, electronics communications, computer science, ceramics, printing, direct technology, naval technology, army engineering, naval engineering, instrumentation, textile, mechatronics, chemical, industrial, automobile, mechanical, civil. Time is not there, I am just kicking up. So many different branches are there. It all depends upon your interest. A number of people who simply go for engineering and they didn't get a particular course of their choice, took up other course but unemployed. A people from Mysore who has taken instrumentation writes me, sir, please tell the student, instrumentation if they do means jobs are not, they are unemployed. So there are ceramics, there are many careers. Out of these, I am telling you here, instrumentation, then direct technology, ceramics, and we have petroleum, even architecture, food technology, transportation, the biotechnology. These branches today, job chances are less. Maybe 10%, 20% may be successful, others are not successful. So when you choose a branch, first your aptitude is important. Second is, after aptitude, what is the employability? Today new branches are coming up: robotics, artificial intelligence, machine learning. These are all new courses which are, yesterday's Times of India says, very good demand is there. Now, old branches like chemical and other branches have slowly lost the importance. When I was a student, I got engineering in Suratkar NITK, merit seat. I was given electrical. I didn't get chemical because chemical was in high demand. MCF job was guaranteed for a person who completed their chemical engineering. But today it is gone. Electronics came up, biotechnology came up. Again now the computer science. Now today computers are like heart and brain of any job. If you don't know computers, now say I am doing the programs here using computers. If I don't know basics, no use. The computer science branch in all colleges, famous colleges, in Mangaluru only we have got, say, Manipal, Mangaluru means Aksamanada Udupi, Manipal, Nette, St. Joseph, Sayadri, Kendra, Mite, all these famous colleges, computer science, or we have got the information science, what they call. Computer science is hardware, software, or information science is only software. Big demand. My one daughter did electronics, but she got a job in computer science. But of course, she left that and completed MBA and now got a job Hindustan Unilever. That doesn't matter. But what she says is her classmates in St. Joseph who studied computer science and electronics all got employed. Whereas other branches, people are struggling. Mechanical, civil, automobile. Slowly it may come up because of the pandemic. In the last 2 years it is down. Otherwise, mechanical, automobile are two branches, especially for boys, which they can go to any field, merchant navy, aeronautical, or other fields and so on. Now, as Brian said, taking a branch at PUC level is very, very important. First, look at your aptitude. Second, look at the employment chances. As the time passes by, as I said, during my time, chemical was very famous, then electronics become very famous and so on. Time is changing. We can't tell anything. Best thing is, first you should do your graduation, then do your MTech in another branch. Like in foreign countries, dual degrees are there, 6 years. Like that, you study 4 years. If you find employment is there in that particular branch, change over to other branches. Take a new branch now, which has got more demand, especially artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotics. These are and aeronautical. big demand is there.
And the latest one that I'm seeing everywhere is cyber security.
Yeah, correct.
Because everybody is committing a fraud on somebody.
True. Now I'm finding even Mangaluru, so many colleges, everybody is introducing cyber security B. Especially in Madras, you might have heard about VIT, Loyola Institute of Technology, SRM, and in Pune, Symbiosis. Okay. Then Geetam in Andhra Pradesh and all. These are very famous courses in cyber security B. And banks, companies, everywhere they want now cyber security special. This is a good course, I'm suggesting. Okay, take up that.
Loyola Degree College, Bengaluru, a prestigious institution run by the Jesuits of Karnataka. The institute provides an advantage of choosing between varied choices of subjects in commerce and arts. Being a Loyolite, experience modern teaching and learning infrastructure. Students of journalism have additional guided facilities in filmmaking, videography and photography. Coaching facilities provided for professional courses CA and CS. 3-day national media tour for journalism students and industrial visit for commerce students. Avail attractive scholarships for better learning. Be rest assured of your safety as the campus follows all COVID protocols. Mix and socialize with peers of multicultural backgrounds. Well-equipped library, multiple sports facilities and encouragement to extracurricular activities. Explore more about exciting careers and higher learning opportunities under the guidance of the placement cell of the college. Here, you not only get formal education, but you get education for life. Begin your venture of knowledge at Loyola Degree College.
Be the change by being at Loyola Degree College.
For online applications, visit www.loyolacollegeblr.com and call or WhatsApp at 94482 77758 or 9148229651.
We have already understood the fee structure and the amount of expenditure that we need to incur in medicine and that profession. But in engineering, is it easier to pay off the fees, take a loan, and become an engineer and then carry on with your profession?
Actually, in IIT, the fee structure is little costly, maybe about say 2 to 3 lakhs rupees. NITs may be about 1.5 lakh rupees. Whereas in Karnataka's famous colleges under the government quota, we call the CET quota, fee structure uniform, about 70,000 to 80,000 rupees government fees, and college fees may be another 50,000. 1.5 lakhs if you pay for any college, any branch, government seats. Now BMS College Bangalore or FESIT College Bangalore, RD College Bangalore, or even in Mangaluru the well sought after colleges like Nitte or St. Joseph's, Sahyadri and all, any branch, the fees are fixed fortunately. Actually during my time in famous colleges fees was 1 lakh, whereas today fees has come down after so many years because a larger number of colleges fees have come down. So engineering anybody can afford, you can get a loan from the bank and all, and even 4 years you get a employment. So fee structure not a problem. But famous colleges like Manipal and all, for 4 years now it is costing around 20 lakhs, but jobs are guaranteed. Especially the famous all India colleges like SRM in Tamil Nadu, Loyola Institute of Technology, VIT, Symbiosis, Geetam, Amrita Institute of Technologies in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Bangalore and all. These are so, and also BITS, Pilani, you might have heard about BITS, they have got Pilani, Hyderabad, Goa, Dubai, very famous companies. If you join such companies, people come to the campus and take you, you don't have to say no. Otherwise, the company says no, you have to simply wait. You work hard from A standard level and target, which go for competitive exam preparations, get a famous college. Companies come to the campus and take you. Definitely, if you go for such colleges, spend little more money. I know in our college, some lecturers didn't want to go for government quota because their children got branches which are unwanted. They went for payment quota. Between free quota and payment quota, engineering is just 1.5 lakhs difference, only that much. But that's 1.5 into 4, 6 lakhs rupees. You can make up very easily if you get a good job in a good company. What's the use of studying in Mangaluru and getting unemployed for a H1 ordinary course? So if you are particular about a well-paid course like computer science, information science course, and a famous college, I will say go for a free quota, government quota, or a payment quota, which is just about 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs.
Two questions. One is they're asking me, those have written in to me, whether is it important which college you study? That's number one. In India there is the pecking order, the IITs, and then the NITs, and then you have the regular colleges attached to the university. That is one part of it. The second part is, after your engineering education in India, should you go abroad?
Yeah. Now actually medical does not matter much except your experience, hospital experience, but engineering, it does matter. If you study in a famous college, I told you, that like VIT Vellore or SRM Tamil Nadu, or in Symbiosis Pune or BITS Pilani, Hyderabad, Goa and all, or IITs, there are now nearly 2 dozen IITs. During my time it was 5. I have gone to all IITs. I was a National Talent Scholar. Delhi, Kharagpur, Kanpur, Mumbai, Chennai. I have gone to all IITs. IITs are really hence laying the golden eggs. And we have nearly 2.5 dozen NITs, like we have Surathkal, it was called KREC at that time, now it's called NIT. Similarly, we have got Calicut in Kerala, Trichy in Tamil Nadu, Warangal in Andhra Pradesh. Every state has got one now NIT. If you study in IITs, NITs, jobs are guaranteed in the campus. Now, private universities have come up for engineering, like Anna University, I told you, via SIT, SRM and so on. These are very famous. Now, Karnataka is very famous for famous engineering colleges. If you see during CET, trains are starting from Bihar, 5 trains it seems, from North India to Bengaluru, because Karnataka has very, very famous colleges. You might have heard about JC College, Mysore, NIE College, Mysore, Bangalore RU College, Bangalore BMS College, Bangalore, we have PES College, okay, then Siddhaganga College in Tumkur, BB College in Hubli, KLA College in Belgaum, or we have Malnad College in Hassan, or our Nitte, Manipal is very, very famous. Like that we have so many famous colleges. Now in these colleges if you study, getting a job is much easier. Companies come to the campus. Some companies don't go anywhere because they have seen the culture of these students and they come there and pick up the student. Infosys or TCS or let us say HDFC and all, they have got some. HDFC means for their insurance section, they want people with the engineering background. Actually, Infosys has got chemical engineers, mechanical, all engineers, because they have to give serve different people. So IT can be employed anywhere, okay, that way. So college does matter, and choose a college. That's why you have to get a good score, okay, very good score. If you don't get a good score in JEE, you make an examination, then you write the CET and get a good college. If you don't get a government college quota, go for a payment quota. Payment quota in engineering is not much. I told you it may be so 2 to 2 point. Management quota different. Management quota very high. Payment quota means government approved payment quota is there, which is around account fee is 2.5 lakhs. Pure merit is 1.5 lakhs. It just difference of 1 lakh rupees.
Okay, so there are, you just said that there are different exams for different colleges, like NIT has got a different entrance exam, and give us a brief on that.
This is a very good question. See, I told in the beginning during my earlier episode of medicine, earlier there were so many institutes conducting their own entrance exam, and government wanted to have single exam called NEET. But this engineering from my days, 50 years, same thing is continuing. For IITs we have got what is called JEE. For NIT, that time there was no exam, but now again JEE main. For IITs, JEE main and advanced. Famous all India colleges, engineering colleges, they ask both JEE main, advanced. You might have heard about a college in Trivandrum, College for Space Science and Technology, especially to become a aerospace scientist like Abdul Kalam and all, their college. Again they ask JEE main, advanced. Famous colleges are asking JEE main advanced score. NITs and some other colleges are asking only the JEE main scores. Apart from that, all these deemed universities, like I told you, Amrita is deemed college, or SRM, VIT, or our Manipal, Mahe, they have their own exam. Central government wanted last year to combine all these exams into one, but states strongly opposed. You know the reason, because they have to choose their own people. But slowly I feel maybe another 1-2 years, like one exam for medical, one exam for engineering may come in. Unfortunately, today students have to apply for every college by paying 2,000, 3,000 rupees entrance fees and have to undergo so many tests. I feel there's a need to block all this and have one single exam. Time being, JEE meant for IITs, NITs, and CET is meant for government Karnataka quota and government merit quota. And COMEDK is meant for Karnataka payment quota but government quota and management quota. And KRLM, linguistic minorities. Now if you want to join St. Joseph, you are a Christian, then you have to write KRLM, Karnataka Linguistic Minority Examinations. Earlier in Canada College when I went, they said we are Konkani speaking minority, but now it is removed that. Like that in some Tulu speaking minorities, Telugu speaking minorities, there are Muslim institutions, they are all joining KRLM, religious minorities. Like that you have to write so many examinations. I am suggesting students go to Google and find out the different types of examinations. But for all examinations except CET, syllabus is CBSE level or ICSE level, not Karnataka level. Karnataka level is only for CET. If you want to go on IITs and NITs, you have to prepare for that. That's why from 8th standard only, go for the Alan classes, Akash classes, resonance classes, base classes, and prepare for such examinations, all India examinations, and you may get through the JEE Main Advanced. If you get JEE Main Advanced, just like a trump. Okay, like in badminton, suppose you are actually a topper, then you are getting direct entry. With these JEE Main Advanced, you can walk into any college, engineering college, because the scores which are obtained in the JEE Main Advanced are very high level, like CAT for MBA. Okay, IIM people are writing the CAT examinations. Like that, we have this JEE Main Advanced.
So, students, you have Google and you have Professor Ronald Pinto. You can contact either of them, but importantly it's better you contact Professor Ronald Pinto because he has more experience than Google in these matters. For your engineering profession, for your medicine profession or your career choice and your line of study, we'll come back to you with more episodes, but this is it from us for this episode on engineering as a career. Thank you very much.